Hi, I'm Andrew McCormick, author of The Powerful You, Take Control of Your Life in 10 Days. And today I'm going to demonstrate an incredibly powerful and fast-working tool that I've been using for years to help people to clear almost any issue that they have, be it a phobia, depression, overeating. This is a very handy technique that I'm still discovering ways in which to use it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you how to use it now. So this technique is called EFT, which stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and it's essentially just tapping. We're tapping on certain meridian points on the body, and those tapping points do need to be specific. We can't just be tapping on random parts and expect things to actually change. It has to be a meridian point on the body. And we're going to go through the 10 that I have listed in the book, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. The first point is right here on the karate chop point of your hand, the side of the hand, just in the center between the pinky here and the wrist. So we're going to go ahead and start tapping here. You can tap here with 1 or 2 or 3 fingers, whatever you want. Doesn't have to be very hard either. And you can do it on either hand. That's point number 1. Point number 2 is on top of your head. And you can do it with 1 hand or 2 hands. It's going to be right in the very center, not in the front, not in the back, but in the center. You can even tap using your whole hand here. Point number 3 is going to be right here. If you look at the eyebrow, if you follow it all the way to the inside, just right here at the end of your eyebrow, that's going to be point number 3. And you can use both hands to do both points. Again, light tapping is only required. And then the next point, point number 4, will be on the side of the eye, just the bone right here. We're going to tap on those. You can kind of alternate those. And the next point will be right here below the eye. This is also on the bone, not inside, not below, but right here on the bone. And we're going to tap on that a little bit. The next point will be just below the nose, right here in the center. And you want to use just 1 hand for that, because if you get 2, you're probably going to miss the point, because it is right in the center. So we're going to tap that. Okay. Then the next point is just below the lip here, in that little divot in your chin here, or just between the chin and your lower lip. Again, using 1 hand only. The next point will be on the collarbone. Hopefully I don't mess with the mic too much on this one. But there's the collarbone point, and this is usually the hardest one for people to really kind of get. But if you look, there's a little divot right here in the middle. If you just bring it to the side of that and tap right there on your collarbone, that's perfect. And you can do both for this as well. In fact, some people like to use a whole fist just to get both of those points at the same time. And then our next point will be the armpit. This one's a little bit more uncomfortable for certain clients, but it's just below, 4 inches below the armpit, or if you're a female, it'll be on your bra line. And you just want to tap right there on your ribcage here, just right on the side. And you can do it for both. I like to do it this way, like this. Okay. And then the last and final point is on your wrist, just right here. You can tap just like so, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which wrist either. I like to tap with flat part of my fingers here. And you can also do both by tapping just like this, wrist to wrist. This is just as effective. Okay, and then once you've run through all of those points, that will be pretty much 1 round of EFT. And then the way to use that, if you've read the book, you'll already know this, is to simply think of an issue and to address that issue. We're going to start by saying we're tapping on our karate chop point. We're going to give our issue a number between 1 and 10. This is just so you can see that the EFT is doing the work and not something else. So I'm going to go ahead and use an example of depression. We'll say this depression, and we'll rate it a 5. We'll say it's a 5. And so I'm going to tap, and I'm going to say, even though I have this depression, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And I'll say that 2 more times while tapping on this karate chop point. And then what I'll do is I'll move through all of the meridian points and just call out the issue. I'll just say this depression, this sadness, this depression. Whatever phraseology you feel more comfortable with that helps to really connect the issue with you, that's all that matters. And you just run through all the points, and then you're done. Do a couple rounds of that, calling out the issue, and you should feel significant change in very little time. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope to catch you in the next video. Bye.